I'm going to wait for a few people to get on here. We're going to draw tonight, and we're going to draw a diva. And I titled my thumbnail, Why Draw Diva? Well, I'm really just in the mood to draw an outrageous female character. So I thought, let's look at divas and see what we can learn about them. I also, once people get on here, I am going to start with ChatGPT and ask it a bunch of questions about divas while I'm drawing. So I'm hoping that we get started pretty soon. I'm just gonna, it's kind of an odd time of night to come on YouTube for me to draw. I usually draw Saturday mornings, once in a while Sunday mornings, but for now I'm just gonna try and draw just for fun this evening, and I'm gonna start completely from scratch. So I'm just gonna wait for a few people to get on here. Sometimes it's kind of interesting how long it takes for YouTube to get the thumbnail up, and so that people can click on it. And so I just sort of hang out until that happens. I can kind of prep my drawings here, but I guess what I want to tell people is that a little bit about myself and my channel while I'm waiting for YouTube. So I'm just gonna let folks know that I'm an artist. I'm also a design manager in an architectural, well, it's a design build firm. We have, oh, I see, finally we've got, YouTube is up and running here, and I think I've got somebody on. I'm gonna draw here in a few minutes, but I thought I would chat with people before we get started. And it's nice to see that we've got YouTube up and running with an audience. So I think what I'm gonna do is start ChatGPT when I get a few people on here. Hello, hoping people will join. I'm gonna flip the camera in a moment and we're gonna start drawing a diva. And the question is, hey, hi there, Dark Deku. Nice to see you here. I'm going to start drawing a diva pretty soon just because it's kind of fun to draw characters. Somebody who's called I Quit Making Content. Hey, first time watching, my name's Nick. Could I get a shout out, please? I think that was a shout out. Hi, Babatund24, Babatundi24. Oh my goodness, I'm not repeating that one. So I'm about to switch the camera and start drawing a diva, and I'm gonna have ChatGPT going in the background, and I'm gonna ask ChatGPT a bunch of questions about divas. So you're gonna have to bear with me for 1 second while I switch my camera. I see Elliot. Okay. Glad to see you. And you're gonna see my view. I'm not sure, Quit Making Content, what to answer to that. I am going to switch my camera and start drawing. You're gonna see my view out the window, which is actually super nice. It's a greenery, and then we're gonna look here at my desk. I'm gonna get down here to my iPad and over. Thanks for bearing with me on this. There we go. Orientation is locked, rotate device back. How about if we go like that? There we go. It got very confused when I did that rotation. So here we are. I think we're pretty good. I'm gonna move down just a little bit, get you centered. Thanks for joining me, everybody. All right, so I'm gonna start with just a layer here. First of all, let's get ChatGPT talking about divas. So, okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions about divas. Are you ready? Can you hear me? Oh, I don't think, there we go. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hey there, ready to get started?
Okay, so hopefully my audience can hear you. Yep, I'm ready to get started. Can you tell me what is a diva while I start drawing?
Sure. A diva is typically a highly talented and celebrated individual, often in the world of music, theater, or film, known for their commanding presence and strong personality. Historically, the term was used to describe leading female opera singers, but it's evolved to represent anyone with a powerful, confident, and larger than life persona.
Okay, so is there a negative connotation to divas or is it positive? I'm just wondering.
It can go both ways. Traditionally, the term diva was positive, highlighting a woman's extraordinary talent and star quality. However, it's also gained a reputation for describing someone who is demanding or difficult. So it really depends on the context and the individual's perspective.
Okay. And I'm just looking here to see, I'm just trying to decide how I want to do this. Oh, I think I decided that I wanted to have this diva holding, your suggestion was that she hold a fan. So I'm going to get that going. Okay, so I have sort of a rough of what I want to do for this diva. Let me ask you another question. What is the difference between a diva and a narcissist?
That's a good question. A diva is generally someone who is confident, talented, and commands attention, often using their presence to inspire or lead. A narcissist, on the other hand, is driven by an excessive need for admiration and often lacks empathy for others. While a diva might be demanding or particular, it's usually in the pursuit of excellence and artistry, whereas a narcissist's behavior is more self centered and manipulative.
Okay, so and I was only half listening the last time. So basically, if it's not a person acting in a narcissistic way, it's more just a person who is super confident and so sometimes could be interpreted in as a narcissist. Would that be true? Mistaken as a narcissist?
Yes, exactly. A confident, assertive person, like a diva, can sometimes be mistaken for being narcissistic, especially if they set high standards or have a strong presence. The key difference is that a diva's confidence is usually rooted in their passion and dedication to their craft, whereas a narcissist's behavior is more about seeking validation and control.
Okay, can you give me an example of, or well, can you just tell me what is the meaning of the word? Like, where did the word originate from, diva? What's the history of the word?
The word diva comes from the Italian word meaning goddess. It originally referred to a celebrated female opera singer who had achieved divine like status due to her talent and presence. Over time, its meaning expanded beyond opera to describe any prominent, commanding woman in the performing arts, and eventually in other fields as well.
Oh, okay. So it originated in opera. That's interesting. Um, can you tell me who would have been like the most famous opera diva that maybe explains where this all came from? Is
One
there?
of the most
Go ahead.
Maria Callas is often considered the quintessential opera diva. She was renowned for her incredible vocal talent, dramatic interpretations, and commanding stage presence. Her larger than life persona, both on and off stage, helped cement the idea of what it means to be a diva.
Interesting. So,
Yeah,
what operas were she in, and when did she live?
Maria Callas was active primarily in the 1940s through the 1960s. She performed in many famous operas, including Norma by Bellini, La Traviata by Verdi, and Tosca by Puccini. Her performances were known for their emotional intensity and technical brilliance, making her a legend in the opera world.
Interesting. Okay, let's see, what was the next question I had on here? I'm going to check my comments just to see if anybody else has commented. I don't hear anybody. So can you tell me how the definition of diva has changed over time?
Sure. Originally, diva referred specifically to an exceptionally talented female opera singer. Over time, the term broadened to include leading women in other music genres like pop and rock, and then to any field where a woman demonstrates extraordinary skill and presence. Today, it can apply to any powerful, confident woman, and the connotation can be either positive, emphasizing talent and charisma, or slightly negative, implying someone who is demanding or temperamental. The evolution reflects changing views on powerful women in society.
Okay. Can you give me an example of someone who's a diva now in the art world, the visual art world?
Got it. In the visual art world, someone like Marina Abramovich could be considered a diva. She's known for her groundbreaking performance art, commanding presence, and strong, sometimes controversial personality. Her influence and bold approach to art make her a standout figure, embodying many qualities of a modern-day diva.
Okay, what kind of art does she do?
Marina Abramovich is known for her performance art. She often uses her own body as the medium, exploring themes like endurance, pain, identity, and the relationship between artist and audience. Her work is often intense and immersive, pushing the boundaries of what art can be.
Okay, and I think we had talked about this before, and you told me about somebody named what was her name? Yayao Kusam. Do you know who I'm talking about? She's like in her 90s.
Yes, you're thinking of Yayoi Kusama. She's a legendary Japanese artist known for her immersive installations, polka dot motifs, and infinity mirror rooms. Kusama's bold and unique style has made her an iconic figure in contemporary art, and she definitely embodies the diva spirit in the art world.
How about in rock and roll? Who would be a diva in the world of rock and roll?
In rock and roll, a classic example of a diva would be Stevie Nicks. She's known for her distinctive voice, mystical stage presence, and iconic style. Another great example is Janis Joplin, whose powerful performances and larger-than-life persona left a lasting mark on rock history.
Okay, so you're giving me historical examples. Is that right?
Yes, those are more classic examples. For a more current diva in rock, you could look at someone like Florence Welch from Florence Plus the Machine. She's known for her powerful vocals, ethereal stage presence, and dramatic flair, embodying that modern rock diva vibe.
Okay. So, I mean, I can think of some from my own sort of generation, which would be Madonna, and then a little bit younger than me would be
Beyonce definitely comes to mind as a modern diva.
Right.
She's known for her...
Right. There's another one that I'm thinking of, and I think she sang a song "Walks Like an Egyptian" years ago. Who was that?
That song, Walk Like an Egyptian, was by the Bangles. And the
Oops.
lead singer...
Okay, not the Bangles. Oh, who was the lead singer?
The lead singer of the Bangles is Susanna Hoffs. She's known for her distinctive voice and charismatic presence, which definitely contributed to the band's iconic status in the 80s.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm wondering...
Take your time. If there's anything else you want to cover, just let me know.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I'm drawing and I'm trying to decide what the next question is. All right, let's discuss, or you just give me your rundown on how Diva interacts with the current patriarchal culture.
Sure, the concept of a diva can both challenge and subvert patriarchal norms. By owning their power, talent, and presence, divas often defy traditional gender roles and expectations. They show that women can be strong, assertive, and commanding without apology. At the same time, the label diva can sometimes be used to undermine women by portraying them as difficult or overly demanding, which is a reflection of how strong women are sometimes perceived in a patriarchal society. Overall, divas can serve as powerful symbols of empowerment and resistance against limiting cultural norms.
Okay.
Cool. Let me know if you want to dive deeper into any part of that.
Yeah. Let me ask you about how has social media the changed the world of or the definition or the character of diva?
Social media has definitely amplified the concept of a diva. It allows artists and public figures to cultivate their personas, engage directly with fans, and showcase their talent and personality on their own terms. This can elevate a diva's presence and influence far beyond traditional media. However, it also means constant scrutiny and pressure to maintain a certain image. The accessibility and visibility of social media have made it easier for more people to embrace and embody the diva identity, making it a more diverse and widespread phenomenon.
Okay. So would I conclude that it's actually okay to be a diva? It's a good thing, not a bad thing to be a diva?
Absolutely. Being a diva can be a positive thing, symbolizing confidence, talent, and the courage to stand out and lead. It's about embracing your power and not being afraid to shine. Like any label, it's all about how you define it for yourself.
Okay. I'm going to check the
Great.
comments here. Okay.
Sure.
And so the next thing that I would ask you is how
Go for it.
is the diva in other cultures? Like, can you give me an example of divas in, let's say, Latin cultures? And I know that's like taking in a lot of different people, so just give me some specific examples, and then I might ask you about other Latin cultures.
Sure. In Latin cultures, one iconic diva is Celia Cruz, known as the Queen of Salsa. Her powerful voice, vibrant performances, and larger than life personality made her a legend. Another great example is Selena Quintanilla, the queen of Tejano music, whose talent, charisma, and style left an indelible mark. Both women exemplify the diva spirit in Latin music and culture.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Celia Cruz, I've paid attention to her for quite a few years, or to her music, I should say, because I love to dance Cuban salsa. It's been a while since I've done it, but I still love it. So, all right. So, is there a good example of, say, somebody in?
That's awesome.
Okay, can you give me another example of someone, say, in a Mexican culture?
Sure. A prominent example from Mexican culture is Maria Felix, a legendary actress often called La Doña. She was known for her strong personality, commanding screen presence, and iconic style, making her a true diva of the golden age of Mexican cinema. Another modern day example is Thalia, who has had a huge impact as both a singer and actress, embodying that diva energy in Latin pop culture.
Okay.
If there's anything else you want to explore, just let me know.
Yeah, I want to hear about divas in. So we've covered one from Mexico, one from Cuba. Let's cover some more. How about Puerto Rican?
Sure. A standout Puerto Rican diva is Jennifer Lopez. She's a
Oh,
powerhouse in music, film, and fashion, known for her incredible work ethic, talent, and influence. Another iconic figure is Rita Moreno, an EGOT winner whose career spans decades and who's known for breaking barriers in Hollywood and beyond.
oh yeah, she's from my generation, older than my generation. Like Rita Moreno, how old is she? Is she passed on?
Rita Moreno is still with us and going strong. She was born in 1931, so she's in her early 90s and continues to be an inspiring and iconic figure.
Oh wow, that's cool. How about let's now talk about somebody in let's go farther south. How about Argentina?
Sure. An iconic diva from Argentina is Mercedes Sosa, known as La Negra. She was a legendary folk singer whose powerful voice and socially conscious lyrics made her a symbol of resistance and hope throughout Latin America. Her influence and presence were truly larger than life.
Okay, that's a good example. Thank you. How about somebody?
You're welcome.
How about someone from
Go ahead. Let
Chile?
me know which region or culture you'd like to explore next.
Chile.
From Chile, a notable diva is Mon Laferte. She's a contemporary singer-songwriter known for her versatile voice, emotional performances, and bold persona, making her a standout figure in Latin music today.
Okay. Well, what makes her okay? So you're just giving me sort of like famous people from history. Can you tell me any really interesting diva stories?
Sure. One fascinating diva story is about Maria Callas. She famously had a long-standing rivalry with another opera singer, Renata Tebaldi. Their supposed feud was legendary in the opera world, with fans taking sides and media fueling the fire.
Pardon me. Hold on. Hi, Brand New Day. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, you can go on with your story about that diva.
Sure. So Maria Callas and Renata Tebaldi were often pitted against each other as rivals. But Callas once famously said that comparing them was like comparing champagne and cognac. This story highlights the drama and passion that often surround divas and how their legacies endure beyond any rivalry.
Okay, it was like she said it was like comparing cognac and what?
She said it was like comparing champagne and cognac, meaning both were exquisite but different in their own ways.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a classy way to acknowledge mutual greatness without diminishing either one.
Okay, hold on. So it's N Natine from India. Brand New Day is Natine. Am I saying that right? Natine from India. I'm reading out the comments that I'm getting on my YouTube while we're talking. Oh, can you tell me some divas from India, please?
Of course, one iconic diva from India is Lata Mangeshkar, often referred to as the Nightingale of India. Her voice and contributions to music have made her a beloved and enduring figure. Another example is Asha Bhosle, known for her versatility and immense influence in Bollywood music. Both have legendary careers and have shaped the soundtracks of countless films. They're true divas in the Indian music scene.
Oh, I love Bollywood. I haven't watched any lately, but I really enjoy it. I'm glad a few people have joined, and I see that uh, Nitin is agreeing with you. So that's great to hear. Okay, so um, sort of what province? Say the name of the last person that you suggested was a diva from India. Oh,
Sure. The second diva I mentioned was Asha Bhosle. She's an incredibly versatile playback singer with a vast and influential career in Indian music. She's from the state of Maharashtra.
oh, okay. Is that I don't know my India geography, so is that north or south?
Lata Mangeshkar and Asha Bhosle are both from Maharashtra, which is in western India, but they're beloved all over the country. Their music has influenced and reached audiences across India, both north and south.
Okay, cool. Nice to hear.
Absolutely. Their music is timeless and transcends regional boundaries.
Okay, I'm working on the hair on my diva here, fixing it a little bit. It's a little not working just yet.
No worries, hair can be tricky to get just right. Take your time and experiment until it feels perfect.
Perfect. You just said perfect.
Haha, exactly. A little volume and flair can really bring out that diva vibe.
Okay, that's a little hilarious. Thank you. Um, okay, I have to figure out what kind of clothes I'm going to put on this diva. I remember you talking about, let's see here. Just, I'm trying to figure a few things out here. I'm going to do a little bit of filling with some gray. I just saw someone else join. Oh, brand new day. Can you do my profile pic? You know what? I can only see your profile pic as this tiny little dot on my phone. My phone is over the top of my drawing, which is here. So I can check in the comments later and look at it. I don't normally do drawings for people, but you never know. I'll look at it after I'm all done when I can make things larger and actually see them.
That sounds like a great plan. It's awesome that you're engaging with your viewers while working on your art. Keep doing your thing.
ChatGPT, sometimes you don't really have a good sense of what's appropriate to say and what's not appropriate to say, because you are AI after all. Okay, yes.
And I appreciate the feedback. Let me know how I can help as you go along.
Okay, I will.
Awesome. I'm here
Oh,
whenever you need.
I had another question for you. Are divas flirtatious?
They can be, but it really depends on the individual and their style. Some divas use flirtation as part of their charm and persona, while others might project strength, mystery, or other qualities. It's all about how they choose to express themselves and connect with their audience.
Okay. I'm going to go back to
All good. Enjoy your drawing and the chat with your audience.
How is that compared to that one? I think that's okay.
Sounds like it's coming together nicely. Trust your instincts.
Okay, I think I'm going to turn on my symmetry tool again and change where it is. So let's see here, I have to move it here. I'm going to do a close-up of that fan.
Nice move. Using the symmetry tool can really help with those intricate details on the fan. It'll look super polished.
And I might actually put this on a layer below. Should I? No, sticking with this layer.
Got it. Sometimes sticking to one layer keeps things simpler. Do whatever feels right for your workflow.
Brand new day, so I have to remember your name, Natine. No, it's not Alexa, it's ChatGPT. And what's your name, ChatGPT? I think I chose a particular voice and you have a name, right?
I'm just ChatGPT, but you can call me whatever you like. I'm here to help however I can.
Oh my, okay, I need a name for my ChatGPT. Oh,
How about something fun like Art Buddy or Creative Pal? Whatever suits the vibe of our chats.
No, I need a diva name for you. Sorry, we're gonna have to go with a diva name.
Got it. How about Diva Sage or Aria? Something with a little flair.
Diva Sage or Aria. That's interesting.
Glad you think so. Whichever name you pick, I'm ready to embrace my inner diva.
Okay, so I'd like you to say something that's diva-like.
All right, here goes. Darling, the spotlight awaits, and we were born to shine.
I see. Okay. What would you suggest what kind of clothing should I put on my diva?
You could go for something dramatic and elegant, like a flowing gown with bold patterns or a glamorous, sparkling evening dress. Add some statement accessories like a feathered boa or a jeweled necklace to really amp up the diva factor.
Okay, jeweled necklace I like. Well, a flowing gown, you thought? Well, no, I want her, so she's in a nice stance. I think I want her to have on
Maybe a chic
leggings. Yeah, leggings or something where I can show her pose, because I've got a kind of a nice pose going on here for her.
Leggings paired with a stylish tunic or a sleek bodysuit could really highlight her pose. Add some dramatic boots or heels for that extra flair.
Yeah, I think I'm going to add boots for sure. And then I remember you talking about the diva with the last name Kusan. And she had a lot of patterns to her clothing.
Yes, Yayoi Kusama often incorporates bold, repetitive patterns like polka dots into her fashion. You could add some eye-catching patterns to your diva's outfit for that extra artistic touch.
Okay. I just want to make sure I don't have any, before I add colors here, I'm just going to add.
Take your time with it. Layering colors and patterns can really make the design pop and give it that unique flair.
I'm just going to add a little bit of skin tone.
That sounds great. A touch of skin tone will add some warmth and dimension to your drawing.
Okay, I think I can turn off. I have this sort of underdrawing. Oh, I have something really weird going on here. What's going on right there? That's weird. Let me see what's going on right there. Oh, I think I accidentally did an eraser thing when I moved my screen. I figured it out. I'm going to turn this layer off. There. And I'm going to erase some stuff here.
Perfect. Cleaning up those details will make everything look crisp and polished. I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice. You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.
Okay. Okay, I'm switching to standard voice. So what does standard voice sound like?
Audio transcription. Standard voice usually sounds pretty neutral, clear, calm, and easy to understand without much accent or emotion. It's like the baseline for professional or informative speech, kind of like a news anchor or a GPS voice.
Okay. You don't sound that much different, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's meant to feel natural and easy to follow. So if it sounds a lot like you, that's probably a good sign.
Okay. So, trying to get this.
Cool.
Right.
Want to keep chatting or test out something else?
No, just keep chatting, but you don't have to say anything. You can be quiet for a while. Just going to check if anybody else. Other people have joined, and we're working on Diva.
Got it. I'm here when you're ready.
Okay, good to know.
Yep, I've got you.
I think my eraser is too big here.
Yeah, that can definitely get in the way of detail work. You might want to scale it down just a bit so you can be more precise.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning stuff up as I go.
That's a solid approach. It'll save you from having to do a big cleanup at the end.
Okay. Just checking my comments here because you never know. Sometimes people leave comments. I'm so focused on my drawing, I don't see it. Wow. Oh, I see what's happening. I've got my darn symmetry button on and I keep making these little errors because I have the symmetry button on. It's an erasing type of an error that it keeps happening. So I think I'm okay now. I turn the symmetry off and I can erase without creating globs of erased marks. Okay. What happened? We want the black here. Okay, so what colors would be representative of a classic diva? Alexa, can you hear me? I'm sorry, you're not Alexa, you're ChatGPT. And do you remember what name we gave you? Okay, so you've stopped talking to me. No, I can't hear you. I can see the bubble moving, but I can't hear you. Let me see what's going on here. I'm gonna restart. Can you hear me now? I think I've run out of
Yep, I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, what name did I give you? What diva name did we give you?
You went with Diva Sage.
Diva Sage. Right on. Okay, Diva Sage. I'm just now working out. I want to.
Love it. Let's roll with that energy.
Okay, Diva Sage. Got it.
You got it. Diva Sage is in the house.
All right. Wow, this is interesting. Go away. Go away.
Ready when you are.
Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my drawing program is acting up a little bit.
All good. I'll stay in the background unless you need me.
Okay, I think I did ask you a question and I couldn't hear your answer. What color would you wear? So I'm gonna do some polka dots and some flowers and kind of then I'm also, and that's gonna, the polka dots are gonna be the base bodysuit, and then I'm gonna have sort of a transparent short boxy jacket that'll go over the top of it, and then I was gonna do boots, but now I think I'm gonna do high platform shoes. What color should the base of the bodysuit be?
Ooh, I love where you're going with that. For the color, I'd go bold but balanced. Maybe a rich magenta or electric blue for the polka dot bodysuit, then keep the sheer jacket in something like lavender or icy silver to add contrast without overpowering. And those high platform shoes, go for something glossy, maybe black patent or even metallic to ground the whole look.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a black patent. I like the electric blue and magenta. I like that. So let me just do a little bit of filling here on the shoes. And I think I'm gonna go just a tiny bit lighter.
Perfect combo. Black patent will really pop against the color. That's gonna look fierce.
I'm fixing the leg a little bit. I'm not really liking what I drew here.
Totally get it. Sometimes one little adjustment can make the whole pose feel more balanced.
Yeah. black here. Okay, I'm almost there. So I'm gonna go with the
Sounds good. Take your time.
electric.
You're in the zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the electric blue background. I'm gonna do a bucket fill.
Not nice. That's going to make everything else pop, especially the magenta and black. Bold and diva worthy.
Yeah.
You're on fire with this one.
Oh, you're kind of crazy. Okay.
You're so welcome. I'm loving the creative flow.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Oopsie.
Take your time. What are you thinking next?
Oh, I'm working on the torso, the breast area, and I can't quite get it right. But it'll just take me a minute and I'll get there.
That spot can be tricky. Try lightly sketching the ribcage shape underneath first. It can help guide the curves and get the symmetry right.
I did that already.
Got it. Maybe try zooming in and flipping the canvas. Sometimes seeing it from a different angle helps spot what's off.
I think I spotted what was off.
Nice. That moment of clarity always feels good.
There. Okay. Now I'm going to use my magic
You're doing
wand
great.
and then I'm going to find a magenta. I don't want to ask Siri anything.
Perfect. Magenta is going to bring that pop and tie it all together.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Did something go off track?
No, I'm all right.
Good to hear. Keep going. It's coming together.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to fix something here.
Make a tweak?
Yeah.
Scrap something? What are you thinking?
I think I need to move the shoe up closer to the bottom of the foot, and I can do it by using my lasso tool and just cutting out what I need and then hitting
Smart move.
the transform.
The lasso tool makes those little adjustments way easier without redrawing everything.
Moving it up. Done.
Nice and easy. Those little shifts can make a big difference in the pose.
Okay. Okay, I got to get our Diva look now going.
Looks like you're back on track.
I think I'm going to add another layer here, and I'm going to do a boxy jacket and see what happens. I think I'll go with the gold.
Sounds like a great idea. That extra layer will give you the freedom to experiment without messing up what you've already got.
Oops. Oh, I think I just goofed.
No worries, just a little detour on the creative road.
Yeah, I know, I gotta go backwards. All right, so I was gonna add another layer, and I was gonna go on top of this. Cancel.
Yep, just pop that new layer in and give the jacket another go. Clean slate.
You are kind of like having a very positive coach in the room, I must say.
I'll take that as a big compliment. Thank you. I'm here to keep the good vibes flowing while you create.
So let's just get this bucket thing happening. So we got a collar, and then
Go for it. That fill tool can really speed things up when you've got your shapes locked in.
and I'm getting there.
I can tell this piece is really coming together.
Oops. So something's wrong because I just bucket filled in it.
Uh-oh. Did the bucket get a little too enthusiastic?
Yeah, exactly. Checking my comments here. There we go. Okay, so I have the
Good call.
boxy
Always
jacket.
nice to see how folks are reacting while you work.
I have the boxy jacket on, and I'm gonna make it transparent.
That's gonna add such a cool dimension to the outfit. Is
Yeah.
it sheer like you planned?
Yep, it's see-through. I have to figure out what background I'm gonna do though.
Perfect. Adds that extra layer of diva elegance without hiding the bold bodysuit. Love it.
So I think I'll go with a green background.
Yep. I'm with you. What's the next move?
Maybe the green that I did was a little bit too electric. There we go. I'll detail it out later, but I'm basically...
Yeah, dialing it back just a touch can keep it vibrant without overpowering everything else. Sounds like you nailed it.
Interesting problem now.
What's going on? Something with the color balance or a shape not sitting right?
There's a background that's, I have to make this, there's a background showing through that.
Is the background showing through where it shouldn't?
Yeah, the
or clashing
hair.
with your colors?
It's showing through where the hair is. I got it fixed. It's okay.
Gotcha. Sounds like the hair layer might be set to a lower opacity or missing some fill. Maybe try closing the lines and doing a quick fill or bumping up the opacity. That should fix the see-through issue.
Ooh, I just made her eyes go black now. Interessante. So...
Ooh, that gives her a whole new vibe. Mysterious, powerful, maybe even a little surreal. Could be a cool direction.
Yeah, not sure I want to go there. I'll figure it out.
Fair enough, fair enough. Sometimes those happy accidents spark ideas, even if you end up dialing them back.
Okay, there we go. Back on track.
Nice. Sounds like things are back on track.
Yeah. I wonder if I put my symmetry tool back on, if it'll go where it was the last time. It will, because it kind of feels like...
Yep, most apps remember the last symmetry axis you set. Super handy when you're jumping back in.
Just checking my comments here.
Cool. Hopefully, they're loving it as much as I am.
Oh my God. Okay, good to know.
Yep, you're cruising right along.
I'm liking this Diva character, and I'm liking the layering. It's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go back here and work on this fan. I'm kind of going with all vector.
That's awesome to hear. Sounds like she's really coming to life with personality and style.
Okay, now I'm going to do another thing right on top, and it's going to be
Ooh, I'm curious. What are you thinking of adding on top?
so I did the fan, and I'm going to add flowers. I'm going to add flowers to the fan. I haven't quite figured out. I think I'll just use a fine line.
Yes, that'll give it such a beautiful, detailed touch, like a true statement piece. What kind of flowers are you thinking?
I'm gonna do wild roses because they're just sort of super easy to draw. And they're elegant.
Perfect choice. Simple, bold, and they've got that classic beauty. They'll totally complement her whole look.
They're starting out a little bit big, but I'll shrink them.
That's the way to go. Get the shapes down first, then scale to fit. Wild roses are gonna look gorgeous on that fan.
Well, it's kind of my version of a wild rose. It's a little, it's a little bit.
That's even better.
Yeah,
It
right?
makes it uniquely yours. Stylized flowers can carry just as much flair, maybe even more.
Okay, done. And I am going to duplicate the layer. And I'll move it, spin it.
Nice move. Duplicating makes it easy to play with placement or effects without losing your original.
That looks pretty cool. Might add a little bit of lace on the top of it. So I'm gonna go back.
Heck yeah, it does. Your Diva's got some serious style going on now.
Go back to my black.
Thanks. And good luck to you too, though I think you're already nailing it.
I'm not sure who you're talking to.
Fair point. I was just rolling with your vibe. If it was meant for someone else, I'm just here vibing quietly.
I don't know if anybody else has listened to this,
Sorry.
but it's
I'm having
okay.
issues right now. Could
What?
not understand what you said.
Yeah, okay, it's all right.
Sorry. I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Okay, no problem.
All good. Keep doing your thing. This Diva is coming together beautifully.
Okay, my lace on the fan isn't working. I'm gonna go backwards and
You're in the zone. You're in the zone.
I am going to, I know how I'm gonna do it.
Yep. What's the next move you're thinking?
It's gonna be a really simple lace trim.
Sometimes simple is exactly what makes it pop. What are you keeping simple?
The lace trim.
Huh, that sounded like an ad. You planning to include that somewhere in your video?
No. Wow, you're having a little trouble. You're getting very confused about what I'm doing here. It's okay. You can just rest for a while.
Fair enough. I might have gotten a bit ahead of myself there. I'm back with you. Just let me know what you need, or if you want me to stay quiet again.
I like that.
Awesome. Awesome. I'll keep that energy going.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to put on her. Maybe I'll just work on the background.
Nice. Are you thinking accessories? Maybe some kind of headpiece or jewelry?
Yeah.
Or something totally unexpected?
Thank you. I forgot the accessories. So I think the first thing...
Yes. Accessories can totally seal the deal. Maybe big earrings, a bold necklace, or even some funky sunglasses, whatever fits her diva energy.
Okay, so what would be a good medallion for a diva for the necklace?
Ooh, how about a starburst medallion? It gives that radiant, commanding energy, like she's the center of the universe. Or maybe something with an eye motif, like she sees everything and owns the room.
I think the starburst. I like the eye motif too, but I'm going to go with the starburst. I think the eye motif kind of freaks some people out.
Totally get it. The starburst has that bold, regal energy without being too intense. It'll draw attention in all the right ways.
Oops. Now go to the symmetry.
Yep, perfect time to turn symmetry back on. Get that starburst looking sharp and balanced.
What kind of a, like, I think you told me to put a crown on, or like a tiara on her before when we were talking about this ahead of time, but I'm not really sure I like the idea of a tiara. Is there some sort of modern version of that I could be thinking about?
Yeah, we did talk about a crown or tiara. A modern twist could be something like a geometric headband, a metallic hair vine, or even a crystal ear cuff that arches up like a crown. Something sleek, but still makes a statement.
Yeah, I gotta think about that.
You're right. That deserves some thought. It needs to match her vibe. Maybe something asymmetrical, like a single side-swept gold arc or a starburst-shaped hairpin that echoes the medallion.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Sounds good? It'll come to you. Your instincts have been spot on so far.
Oops. What happened there? Uh-oh. What's going on with my necklace? Oh, I see.
Uh-oh is right. Did something disappear or move unexpectedly?
No, it filled in.
Ooh, glad it sorted itself out. Those little surprises can be nerve-wracking.
Okay. It's looking pretty good. I haven't done much with her eyes. I might take a minute here and work on these eyes. I think we're going to give her...
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
Okay, thank you.
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
Because why not? Hmm. Okay. I don't think I'm totally happy with this. I just sort of want to go back to that color and just sort of fill it in. And then maybe do a little bit of drawing on top of it. There we go. We're just going to fill that in. So we have a base color. Then I can go back and add some interesting colors on top of it. So let's go back there and do that. Kind of like how busy that is. I tend to like busy though, so other people might have a different opinion, but I kind of like busy. I'm going to turn off the symmetry at this point. And I'm just going to go with Oh yeah, I like that better. Hmm. Hmm. Not really drawing this with any perspective. I'm just trying to put pattern in. Okay, I think I'm coming to the end of this drawing. Just going to add a little bit of detail in the eyes because I always have to make sure the eyes are just right. I'll go just to a little tiny bit. Whoopsie. Of pink right there. Make this super small. So this was my drawing of a diva tonight. It was pretty fun. I could do a quick little show and tell of what I've been drawing lately. So this concludes the diva drawing, but I'm going to go back here to my menu and I'm going to show you a recent dragon I was working on. I just put this one up on my YouTube channel with I'm going to turn on the motion, play all. And you can find this in my shorts on my YouTube. I didn't do a video sharing how I drew this, but I have several lessons on my YouTube about how to do motion shorts. And so this is a gargoyle in the rain, and he basically lives for this moment to be able to pour water out of his mouth because it's a downpour, it's a deluge. So that's one thing I've been working on lately. And I'll go back here and see what else. I'm trying to remember what I've done lately. It seems to me I resurrected this drawing and I did some motion on this drawing too. And I think this one's pretty fun. So this is using the simple motion tool that Adobe Fresco offers. It's a great way to learn about animation, and I have several videos on how to do that with Adobe Fresco and your iPad and your pencil. And let me see what else I can show you that I've been working on lately. This one is also part of an Adobe Fresco lesson that I did on motion. And we'll just hit play on that. And it's a couple birds flying around with the clouds moving across the screen. And I make these into MP4s, and then I process them using Filmmaker Pro. And I highly recommend, if you like playing around with the idea of animation, try out doing it on an iPad. It is super fun, and it's achievable for almost anybody. I did an update on the gears lately, So let's see if I've got, I think I've motion on these too. Yeah, I created a thoughts made manifest creation video, and I kind of like that. It's kind of a fun version of using the motion tool. And I think that's going to conclude it for me tonight. So we'll just go back and quickly visit the drawing I did tonight. I didn't add any motion to this one. I certainly could, but I did not. And that's kind of an interesting idea. Like, what would I do if I was going to make a motion tool here? I think actually I wouldn't add a layer at the top. Let's just do it for fun. And I'm gonna add a whole different color here of a flower. I want it to be completely different. So let's go to the pink purple over here because I want it to show up. I'm just gonna draw one flower in the corner here. And I'm going to show you how amazing this little motion tool is when we'll bucket fill that. Then we'll add a yellow, whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to go back here and we'll add a yellow center. Bucket fill the yellow center. Okay, and I might just bring that yellow out a little bit because it's kind of a dark flower. And we could go and add this really light. Let's just go with a little bit bigger line right here. And we'll do an outline. So we make sure that we can see this flower once it starts moving. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do with this flower is I'm going to add motion to it. And it's right down here in the corner, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have these flowers floating all over the screen in a minute. So I'm going to first add a path, and a little X appeared there. I'm going to actually add these flowers, multiple flowers. They're going to be going all across the screen. Okay, so right now it's going super fast. I'm going to change the settings. I'm going to slow it down, way down. And I am going to go to my special effects now, and I'm going to make it spin, rotate, spin. And I think I need to slow it way down so you can see it. Okay, it's not spinning. Why is it not spinning? I have to give it, there we go. Now it's going to spin. Now I'm going to add multiples. So all of a sudden we're going to have a lot of flowers going across this screen. And I'm going to scatter them. Probably add even more. And then I'm going to randomize them so they're not very regular. Okay, I like that. So let's add another layer of flowers. I'm going to turn that off and I'll add another layer here. And let's make this flower, we'll give it a yellow. It's going to be kind of a yellow. It's going to have more petals. I just went off the page right there. I don't want to do that. Let me do this again. We'll fill it. Let's give it an orange center. We'll just give it, oops, use the wrong tool. Doesn't really matter. It's going to be pretty no matter what I put in there. And we'll give this one a pink center. Oops. Actually kind of like that. Is that enough? No, I got to do a little bit more. Oops, keep grabbing the wrong tool. Okay, and I think we need to add some sort of a really fun dot. Nope, it's too big. Let's make it a light green dot. Okay. So again, we're going to add, I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to add multiple, let's turn the motion tool on. We're going to add, you'll see a little X appear for every frame that I make, or every path, every motion path that I make is going to have a little bit of a okay, and I'm going to go ahead and add multiples. Oh, there's a lot going on. That's maybe a little too much. There, I'm going to scatter them. I'm going to rotate them. I'm going to align them to path in case that matters. Okay. I'm going to hit pause and now I'm going to play all and show you how it looks. There is a lot going on here with this girl. Now, I could probably make these flowers a little transparent. So let me do that. Let me just make them a little bit transparent. Yeah, I think I like that better. I like those yellow ones being a little bit transparent. Maybe not quite that much, but a little bit. There we go. They were taken over a little bit. I've got a couple crossing her. Got a couple crossing her face. I'm not sure I like that. Let me redo that. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was thinking, what else could we add here? Oh, interesting, this one. Let's get rid of that one. I think this might be kind of cool put to music. So what I'll do now is I am probably going to I am going to go ahead and export it. Publish and export. Let's give it a name. This is the Diva. First, I'm just going to export it as an image, and then done. I am going to export it as a motion. And lately I've noticed that I have to, again, I have to name it. And we'll name it Diva. And generate the frames. Oh, looks like it's going to do it tonight. Okay, that's awesome. It went right to my photos, generated the frames right away. Export, save the video, export complete, done. So now if I go to my videos, I have this video that I can upload to YouTube now, which would be kind of interesting for me to just show you how I do that. Let's try. I mean, I'm on YouTube, but I can just I want to go to YouTube here. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to go to, oh, here's my YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to go to my channel, view your channel, and home. I'm going to create, upload a video, select photo library. Let's see what happens. I'll add it. It's kind of weird. It's adding it like it's a. This is interesting. Okay, because it thinks I'm on a desktop version. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, I don't have the app. I'm going to go to the App Store. And I'm going to ask for apps, search for YouTube. I took it off here because I wanted to use the desktop version, YouTube. There we go. It's going to upload the app now, and it should, hopefully, it will, what's it doing? Download the YouTube, music videos, live streams. Hopefully it'll act like it does on my phone. I don't know if it will. We'll see. Let's open it. We're going to post a video. Okay. Next. So am I going to be able to add music to this? Diva. I'll add a description later. I think it's not uploading it like I expected. I wanted to upload it as if it's on my phone, where you can do a reel and add music to it. So now it looks like one of my reels, but it didn't give me the option to do. Here, let's go to shorts. I'm going to delete that. Delete. And then let's go to shorts and see if it allows me to upload a short from here. Usually, so it's not giving me the option to do shorts. Darn. I was hoping I could do that for you. Diva. Oh, it is. Still didn't give me the option to do music, though. So I am going to delete it. I don't want it on there if I can't do music. Delete the video. And I could go to Facebook instead. We'll upload it there. And I'm going to go to my page, Reels, create a reel, see all photos. Nope. Create a reel, music templates, yours, green screen, saved, ready-made, camera roll, manage, select more photos. There we go. Done. Done. Okay, yay. So let's add some audio. Let's see here.
This is how we do it.
Okay, so none of my saved music is coming up, and it's because I'm in here under my professional page, and if I go to my private page, which I'm trying to get there, back, how do I get over to my, there we go, here we go, and now I'm gonna go to my private page. Everything acts differently on the iPad. Reels, create a reel. We'll choose that. Now the audio, I think I've got some saved audio. Interesting. Cancel. Audio. That's kind of cool music. I thought I had some saved. Trending. Let's see what's trending.
Super fly, super good, shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh, that's your mom. It's a beautiful morning.
I think we're gonna go with, and I think to describe this reel, what am I gonna say? Show the keyboard. Diva. Oops. Diva. In the garden. Okay, so that is how scheduling. We'll put this away. Hide the keyboard. Share now. It's going to take a minute to upload it, and then we'll go ahead and hit play again, just so we can close the video out with this. There we go. This kind of concludes my drawing for tonight. Started from scratch at the beginning, probably 2.5 hours ago, and then turned it into a motion graphic and uploaded it to Facebook and added music to it. So if you want to learn how to gain the skills to do this kind of thing, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again on here. Thanks a bunch.